Hey people, welcome to my kitchen once again. Today I just wanted to show you guys the basic cake decorating tools that I started with when I was just beginning my journey in cake decorating, and then I'll show you an advanced set of tools that you can use as you get into cake decorating. So I'm going to begin with what I started with before I got onto like the most basic things that I had during that period when I was starting, which is this piping bags. Thankfully I started with piping bags, but I know for many other people, that time we used to have, those two packaging, the paper bags that people used to use to pack food in the fridge, and those were the things that were used for decorating. But thankfully I got some cake these piping bags, and different sizes, so that's like one basic tool. Another basic tool is, of course, a bowl that you would use for mixing. This one came from a mixing, what are those things called? An electric mixer, yeah. But this one I bought, and I really love these ones. I really love them. They are really handy, so I just bought them in the supermarket. So I began with those ones, and then your basic whisk. As you can tell, this one has really it has been there for years, and it's still strong. Okay, it has been held strong by this sellotape. It still works. So a whisk that I used and I still use, I had these plastic spatulas. I don't know if anyone ever got them, but these ones were like the worst things to use, because once you just, like, if it gets like some hard icing, it just breaks. So it wasn't very good. So of course I had to upgrade. This one was better, but it was so small. Just spreading the icing on the cake was such a big deal. But yeah, those are just basic things that I started with. A wooden spoon, a mwiko, very handy. And then this one has been my favorite tool of all times. It's a plastic spatula. It has, when I say this thing has survived, hey, I mean exactly that. It was before even those silicone spatulas came through. Yeah, so this one has been with me for years, I think from the beginning, and I still love it. It works so well. I love it. Those things that you never get rid of. And then brush for syrups on the cakes. Awesome. This one is not silicone. It's just, yeah, those ones for just a normal brush, but for the kitchen. And then last but not least, your the steel spatula, very handy as well. This one has stayed for a while also, and still going strong. Yeah, so those are the most basic things that I started with. I started with them. They're so like the most basic. Sorry, I almost forgot this one. This was a gift from my auntie. She used to bake, those home baking things, but then she had to relocate. She had to go to another country, and she left me these things, and they were like the best things ever. I think they're like 15 years old by now. Yeah, so I actually at the beginning I didn't know that I could use this for decorating the cake. Imagine, I didn't know that. I found out, recently when people were getting this new type of scrapers, but I had this from Kitambo, my friend. Kumbe I was ahead and I just didn't know. Anyway, so now getting into the more advanced, like as you grow, you keep getting more and more better. So apart from just the balls, which are like what I've used always, is now when it comes to upgrading, there are now these new rubber spatulas that are all over. Everyone, even if you're not a baker, they normally know these ones and use them. I am learning how to use this thing. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens. So I should be looking at the lens and not the screen. So I'm just learning. Yeah, so this very recently bought. It's a cake scraper for when you're trying to shape the and it's normally butter icing. That's the best. It's the best tool for like smoothing the cake. Yes, advanced, and also advanced, but not very advanced, but also advanced is the new technique that people are using, buttercream, to like shape flowers on the sides of the cake or on the top, just as in shape flowers with buttercream. Very handy. They're called offset spatulas. Yes, very handy in that. Maybe one day I'll try and do a video with those flowers. I will try. I'm not very good at them, but I will try, and I'm sure once I try I'll get better. Yes, and then as you continue, there's skewers that you would need to, when you're mounting your cakes and there are many tiers, you need skewers. Some people use straws, those boba, they're called boba tea straws. They're thicker. Yeah, you can use those ones, but I don't know if I think they are, I'm not sure. I've seen them online. I'll look for them, and when I do, probably one day I'll just fix a cake with them. And then paint brushes. This one has been the one that has survived. This one this one was actually my first brush. That first brush, that one. And then now this one is the most recent. It's very new. Yes, brushes for when you're brushing your cakes, decorations and everything. Another spatula. Did I say spatula? I meant scraper with different designs. So nowadays they have come in so many designs. There are many awesome designs, which are easy to, when you're scraping buttercream, so much good for you. And then this dandy thing here, the electric beater. You get better and better as you go. I don't know if you can tell how my is broken, but it still works. Yeah, so beaters, the electric beater, that's for your advanced stage. As you're getting more and more better. This one is unopened, so this one is from, you need it from basic to it's a piping bag. And then I have piping nozzles here. I don't know if you can see very well there. There you go, the piping nozzles. And then I have this, a turntable. Turntable was actually a huge struggle for me to get when I was beginning, because I think like they were being sold at very high prices at that time. But then now with advancing, yeah, you can get this plastic one works well. I had another one, a really tiny one, but it broke because it was aged. And then now there are other steel ones that are there and more stable for heavy cakes, and of course you pay more for them. Yeah, so a turntable, very good, very handy for when you're decorating. And then these very nice interesting things that I recently got, stencils. They're very awesome. They're very awesome. They're like I don't know which material this is, but they're washable and they're reusable. So when you want to do like a nice pattern, this one is a zebra print, and I really love animal prints, by the way. So soon I'll be doing one with this very soon. And then this one is just an abstract one that has many. Yeah, so what you do with this is you place it on your already layered, do I say layered, already covered cake, and then if you want to introduce like another color with now this pattern on top, so you like pin it around the cake, or if your cake is like this, of course you pin it that way, and then now you apply a coat of the frosting. I don't know if you can see there, of the frosting, yeah, on that side, and then now scrape it off, and then it leaves like this pattern on it. Yes, so those are the advanced tools I can think of. I didn't see any other thing. Maybe what I didn't show is that I do have a bigger balloon whisk, a much newer one, still working. And yeah, I think that's all. There's nothing much really, other than probably the cake knife that you would need when you're like slicing off the top part of the cake. Yes, I think that's the only thing I left out. Yeah, so that's all there is for this video today. I'll be doing more and more of cake decorating here as I continue to learn this gadget, and I'm excited. Please share and subscribe and like and comment. It's very, very important and to me it might not be to you, but to me it's very important. Yeah, and yeah, so watch out for more videos, more of cooking, more of baking, and I'll see you on my next one. So thank you and bye.